Anytime we're hiring anybody at all, we tell them you are the first people that the fans see when they walk in the building and the last people they see when they walk out of the building. So it's very important that they enter with a smile and they leave with a smile, and nobody brings that better than somebody like Trevor.
Trevor was hired by the LA Angels in 2012, then by the Anaheim Ducks in 2013 to be the greeter in the respective retail team stores.
You know, hiring Trevor isn't really a charity or whatever you might call it. We hired Trevor because he's the best person for the job.
Yes.
Because of that right there. Nobody has the energy and enthusiasm that Trevor does. Because of that, he's just an asset to the team.
Trevor's my ambassador. He brings a new energy to the stadium. You make a difference for our fans, and it's a great experience to have you here, and it's the experience that's so important when you come to a baseball game. And we want people to have fun. He generates fun. He makes things fun. I would definitely encourage other stadiums to do the same and have a person like Trevor here, and maybe think about instituting it in their ballparks.
Would you please welcome Robert, Melissa, and Trevor, our Hucks heroes tonight. Great to have you guys here. You know, your story is so powerful. We saw in the video that the doctor first told you when Trevor showed up, you know what Down syndrome is. Did you know?
I did know, had an idea, but nothing prepared me for that. In fact, when Melissa was pregnant with Trevor, I had all these hopes and dreams that he or she would be everything I wasn't: scholar, athlete, musician, leader. And then when I saw our child being born, and the doctor said, "You have a son," that was the happiest moment of my life.
Yeah.
But when that same doctor, like you're alluding to, 5 minutes later asked me, "Do you know what Down syndrome is?" That was one of the saddest moments of my life, to go from utter joy to utter devastation in about 5 seconds. It was the hardest thing I've ever had to go through. And I had some faith in God back then, but I was just so angry. Why me, God? I don't deserve a son like this. And you know, Governor Huckabee, it's been 30 years since that day. With all the trials and tribulations we've gone through, the setbacks and successes, I stand by my original statement. I really did not deserve a son like Trevor, but for the complete opposite reason.
Melissa, it must have been, though, you know, in the days now, people usually know prior to birth that there's going to be some challenge. But you didn't know that back then.
No, we didn't know. I'd had all the tests that they gave at that time, and everything came back normal. So it was quite an unexpected surprise, I guess. And I really doubted God's wisdom in choosing me to be Trevor's mom, because I knew so little about Down syndrome. And yet, over time, I realized that, you know, from friends and just life, that God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called. And so to be called to be Trevor's mom has been just the greatest gift.
You are now a greeter for the Los Angeles Angels.
Yes, I am.
When you're out there meeting those people, how does that make you feel, Trevor?
I feel excited.
You are excited, I can see. Now you guys are doing something with Angel for Hire, which I love the title.
Okay.
But encouraging other teams and sports franchises to use folks with Down syndrome to fulfill a very important role, and that's being the friendly, hospitable face and voice of the team and of the stadium.
Yes.
Are you getting good reaction to that?
Very much so. In fact, we had after Trevor had these great jobs, we thought maybe there's something more to this than just him having these 4 cool jobs in Southern California. And then we heard a woman came by the store, and she was pregnant with a child with Down syndrome. She was unsure of what to do. And then she met my son, saw what a blessing he was, and she brought her child to life. So we thought, maybe what we should do is try to replicate what Trevor does in his stadiums at other stadiums around the country. In other words, like we figured, okay, if you're pregnant in New York with a child with Down syndrome, somebody could tell you, before you do anything, go see Tommy at Yankee Stadium, or if you're in Boston, go see Susie at Fenway Park. And so there'd be like these little pro-life embassies around the country. So we started this operation. We formed Angels for Hire, and then we had a great year. Our first full year was in 2019. We had greeters now in 2019. Where'd we go? We went 5 in the Cincinnati Reds, 2 with the Cincinnati Bengals, 5 with the Chicago Cubs, 2 with the San Francisco 49ers, 3 with the Golden State Warriors, and 5 with the Athletics, and then who else we have? Oh, 1 with Notre Dame too.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah,
That's the one.
so it's going great. People love it. They've been made Employees of the Year, their first year, this kind of thing. They're impacting their cities just like Trevor does at his city.
Yeah.
And everybody wins, Melissa, because it's not only great for people like Trevor who have Down syndrome, and they're being able to bring joy to people,
Okay.
but it's also such a great way to show that every life has great intrinsic worth and value. God never makes a mistake, and every life should be given an opportunity, just like Trevor.
Yeah.
I'm so very glad of what you guys are doing. I hope every college and professional team in America can get someone like Trevor to be their greeter. Trevor,
Yeah.
keep up the good work. I hope I get to come maybe to some stadium you're working. I'm about giving up on professional sports, but you know what? I'd come see you.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd come see you, that is for sure.
Then never say drum. You do it.
Thank you, guys. It is a great
Thank you for
pleasure to
having us.
have you.